Hello, my name is Megan Pitts, and this presentation will be focused on the impact of COVID-19 on vaccine hesitancy for children in the United States. Vaccines have proven to be one of the most successful public health developments of all time. They protect us by giving our immune system the ability to fight off infections quickly. However, not everyone in the United States views vaccines as tools for protection. Vaccine-hesitant individuals are those who fall on a scale ranging from general concern about vaccinations to outright refusal. The World Health Organization defines vaccine hesitancy as a delay in acceptance or refusal of vaccination despite availability of vaccination services. When the world shut down in March of 2020, a vaccine was the first thing on many people's minds. Conversations around hesitancy towards vaccines grew, and it would be almost a year until the first COVID vaccine was given. Much of this hesitancy was revolved around children receiving the vaccine, and many parents refused the shot outright for their kids. Research in this time showed that parental vaccine hesitancy was high, and numbers of children vaccinated were low. Here is some important information about COVID for children. As of today, there have been 1,945,389 cases of COVID in children under age 4. COVID remains the fifth leading cause of death for that age group. Additionally, there have been a significant increase in COVID-related inflammatory syndrome, which can be improved with vaccination. Vaccination rates currently stand around 36.8% for children, and only around 40% of parents intend to have their child vaccinated. The life course stage this project focuses on is young children. One of the most vulnerable populations within public health is children. They have limited intellectual capacity, meaning they are not able to give valid consent and thus need extra protection. As a vulnerable population, it's the responsibility of public health officials to protect and serve children, specifically in cases where their parents are not. COVID cases in children have also shown to be more severe. Research found that young children showed a disproportionate number of severe acute cases of COVID, and hospitalizations among children 0 to 17 had increased by 4 times throughout different variants of the virus. Potentially the most compelling reason to focus on protecting children are the implications that a child's health has on the rest of their life. An individual's health at a young age can have great implications for their later health, including morbidity and willingness to be participatory members of society. Childhood health is important for development and well-being, because children must be taken care of now in order to give them the tools to take care of their own health later, which contributes to the overall health of the population. Given the vulnerability, severity, and implications of the situation, there's an increased urge to get children vaccinated and be protected. However, vaccine hesitancy stands in the way of this. Recent literature recommends providing educational resources about the vaccine to address hesitancy. Providing parents with accurate online resources and answering their questions can be beneficial in reducing their hesitation. An important factor of this is transparency. By being honest about the side effects and the speed of the vaccine's FDA approval, parents might feel more comfortable about the vaccine, and this will encourage conversations around vaccinating their children. Another important factor is communication. Strategies include concrete statements about the vaccine, addressing hesitancy early, treating vaccination as the default option, personal stories, focusing on protecting the child, acknowledging pain, and building trusting relationships with parents. There is also a need for improved public health messaging. Educational resources can be spread much further with effective, widespread messaging through commercials, ads, and radio announcements. If researchers are able to spread their message about vaccines further and effectively, it could lead to an improvement in vaccine hesitancy. Given these options, there is still a significant gap in interventions to address vaccine hesitancy for children in the United States. However, the research is broad and plentiful, indicating that further research and interventions could significantly benefit the field of public health. Finally, there are 2 main contextual factors that impact vaccine hesitancy in this target audience. One of the largest contextual factors is religion. Research has shown that some religious groups use their beliefs as justifications for vaccine hesitancy. Religion-specific convictions and various beliefs leave individuals torn between their faith and their health. Barriers for some groups include the contents of vaccines or teachings about what should or should not enter the body. Another important contextual factor to include is socioeconomic status. Research has shown that lower socioeconomic status may be a significant barrier to vaccination. A recent study indicated that residents who live in an economically disadvantaged community, those with overall lower income and education, are less likely to receive vaccines. In order to improve the progress of vaccination within the United States, these contextual factors must be addressed. The references for this project are shown here. Thank you for joining this presentation, and I hope you feel informed about vaccine hesitancy in the United States.